77-year-old John Rounds is behind bars for fatally suffocating his 77-year-old wife, Catherine Rounds. At 7:28 a.m. on Saturday the 23rd of March, authorities responded to a residence at the retirement living community along Penny Creek Drive in Sun City, Hilton Head, South Carolina, after John called 911 to report that he and his wife were planning to kill themselves. When officers arrived, they discovered Catherine deceased and John with several minor lacerations. Investigators said that John suffocated his wife before unsuccessfully attempting to end his own life. Medics treated John at the scene, and deputies took him to the Coastal Carolina Hospital in Hardeeville for further treatment. Following his discharge, he was booked into the Beaufort County Detention Center on a murder charge, where he remains held pending a bond hearing. The investigation into the matter continues. A 57-year-old man is behind bars for fatally shooting his elderly landlord while he was in the process of being evicted. On the morning of Saturday the 23rd of March, authorities responded to a home along Old Montpelier Road in Columbia, Kentucky on reports of shots fired. Authorities said that Joseph South went to the home of his landlord, 86-year-old Earl Morrison Coffey, and fired several shots into the residence with a firearm. As a result, Earl sustained fatal gunshot wounds. Investigators said there was 4 other people in the home at the time of the shooting. Deputies located and arrested Joseph at the scene. Joseph was charged with murder and 4 counts of first-degree wanton endangerment. He remains held at the Adair County Regional Jail without bond. Earl was a U.S. Army veteran and is survived by his wife, son, 2 grandchildren and a great-grandson. The investigation into the matter continues. A 30-year-old man is behind bars for fatally shooting his 30-year-old ex-girlfriend outside a workplace. At 8:23 a.m. on Monday the 25th of March, Felicia Barbie Battle was shot and killed in the parking lot of the Molly Maid cleaning business, located at 1581 Beaver Creek Commons Drive in Apex, North Carolina. Authorities said that Felicia's ex-boyfriend, Tevin Montrell Leach, was known to Felicia's co-workers as he had previously visited Molly Maid. Felicia was inside the business that morning when Tevin barged into the building full of rage and demanded that she come outside and speak with him. Just seconds after the two walked outside, Tevin pulled out a handgun and shot Felicia several times and fled the scene in a gold 2008 Ford Fusion sedan. Medics rushed to the scene and found Felicia in a critical condition lying on the ground next to a car with multiple gunshot wounds. They attempted life-saving measures and transported her to a local hospital, where she was pronounced dead. And just before 2:30 p.m. that same day, Tevin was located roughly 130 miles away in Jacksonville, North Carolina, and he was taken into custody without incident. He was charged with first-degree murder and was transported to the Wake County Detention Center, where he remains held without bond. Felicia is survived by 2 sons. The investigation into the matter continues. A 23-year-old man is behind bars for fatally shooting a 25-year-old man during an altercation. At around 1:30 a.m. on Saturday the 23rd of March, authorities responded to a residence in the 100 block of King Court in Cheyenne, Wyoming on reports of shots fired. When officers arrived, they entered the premises and found an unresponsive man with a gunshot wound. Officers began to administer first aid until medical personnel arrived. Medics transported the man to Cheyenne Regional Medical Center by ambulance, where he was pronounced dead. The victim was identified as 25-year-old Cotavious Williams. Authorities identified 23-year-old Antonio Neverett as a suspect in the shooting and arrested him without incident. He was booked into the Laramie County Jail on charges of first-degree murder and aggravated assault. Authorities said that around an hour prior to the shooting, an argument occurred between Antonio and the victim in the parking lot of a local bar. During the dispute, the victim smashed the windscreen of Antonio's vehicle. Antonio left the bar with a group of friends and returned home. Cotavious left separately. Following the disturbance, Cotavious went to Antonio's residence to collect personal belongings. While there, another disturbance ensued, resulting in Cotavious being fatally shot. Other people were in the proximity of the gunfire, however no other injuries were reported. The investigation into the matter continues. Authorities are investigating after a teenage girl was fatally shot inside a home after her mother accidentally discharged the gun. The Metro Nashville Police Department said that just before 10 p.m. on Saturday the 23rd of March, 13-year-old Diaria Radley was shot inside her home along the 1200 block of Edgefield Avenue in Nashville, Tennessee. She was taken to a local hospital, where she died of a single gunshot wound. Diaria's mother, Deanne Radley, told detectives her unholstered .40 caliber semi-automatic pistol was inside her purse and accidentally fired while she was attempting to grab her keys. No charges have been placed to date, as the investigation into the matter continues.